Hey, what's going on, everybody? Austin here, and I wanted to shoot a quick video to answer a question that I've received a lot recently in maybe different forms, but it's boiling down to the same thing. And that is, Austin, do you think prices in 2020 of houses are going to go up, or do you think they're going to go down? And I will start off by saying I don't know what they're going to do, but looking at numbers, we can make some projections and we'll see where this leads. Now, I do tend to be on the optimist side, the optimistic side, but I'm not a blind optimist, and I do really look at and study the numbers. And well, let's look at one of the indicators right now and see what that means. And so I've attached a couple slides to this post, and then I have an article linked below that you can hop on over and read in a little more depth, although it's a super light, easy read article, so it won't take you a long time. But the gist of it is that if we are looking at the buyer traffic index, so they've gone and they've talked to a whole bunch of real estate professionals in a whole bunch of different states, and they said, how would you say uh, how would you say that there's a strong presence of buyers in the market, that there's a stable presence of buyers in the market, or is there a weak presence of buyers in the market? And in every single state, there's either been a strong or stable presence of buyers in the market. In 34 states, there is a strong presence, and in 14 states, there is a stable presence. And so, what does that mean? That means that there are buyers out there looking at buying your house. They're looking at buying a home. They need houses. People need a place to live. So that's half of it. The other half of it is what's happening with sellers. Are there enough sellers in the market selling their homes to meet the demand of all these buyers? And the answer to that, according to the seller traffic index, is unequivocally no, there are not enough sellers in the market. In fact, in three of the states out there, they reported that there's stable seller presence, that there's maybe adequate seller presence. In one of them, they said that there's strong seller presence, but in all the rest of the states, what's my math there? 46 states reported weak seller presence. So we have strong buyer presence, lots of buyers in the market, weak seller presence, not very many sellers in the market. So what does that mean? It means inventory is low, and yeah, some of these buyers are going to run into some troubles, are running into some troubles. But that said, I think especially here in St. Johns County, we don't run into quite the same thing that they do in some other areas in the country. And so, really, I agree with some of the experts that said, well, we had one here that's quoted in the article. He says, we note that inventory as a percentage of households sits at the lowest level ever, something we believe will limit the overall degree of home price pressure throughout the year. And the other quote in there basically is saying, hey, we think that um, the appreciation of houses, that the price of houses going up may slow down, but we don't think it's going to go into negative territory. So, what does that mean for you as a buyer? It means that if you're thinking about waiting on the sidelines, hoping to get a really good deal, that no, now's the time. Now's the time to jump in into the market. And hey, while some of those people are waiting on the sidelines, it gives you the chance to hop in and cherry pick the best houses for yourself before the rest of the competition jumps into the market. And there's a lot already out there, according to this survey. On the seller side, man, if you're sitting out there and you're like, maybe you're already listed, should I lower the price of my house? Should I be desperate? It doesn't look like that's the case at this point. But again, time will tell. I would love to schedule a one-on-one cup of coffee or chat or Zoom cup of coffee. Virtual cups of coffee are really popular now. But all that aside, I'm pretty optimistic about where things are headed this year. Obviously, we came to this year like on fire. Things were really heated up, and we've hit this huge road bump. I don't want to minimize it. It is a huge deal going on out there, and it's affecting lots and lots and lots of people. It's affecting all of us, but some of them are really, really hurting in this. But all that aside, I believe the housing market is going to come out of 2020 at a higher price point and strong. It's just what the way the numbers look. But anyways, thanks for watching, and check out the article below, and look forward to connecting with you sometime.